Yeah, I got it.
Hello, everyone, and
like
welcome to the Schlorp cast, consisting of dead YouTube and Twitch channels. I'm Chibi.
Dude. Hi, I'm Ryan, or also known as Kitsy.
Wow, you suck ass at doing intros. Hi, I'm Bacon. I'm beautiful.
Eat my ass.
I might just have to try that once.
Dude.
We are currently waiting on Johnnytoes.
Thick boy
Juanitoes.
John, aka Juanitos.
We were recording for at least a solid 6 minutes, and the guy's just like, nah, dude, I'm gonna go get snacks.
Let me just go get snacks and then pee real quick after we've already started recording the podcast.
After we finally started fucking
We
getting
can't-
ready to go.
We can't properly start because we met John first. No, I met Ryan first.
All right,
and
let's
Ryan
talk
met
about.
each other first.
Let's. How about we fucking actually say what we are going to be talking about rather than jumping right into what we're talking about.
Well, you know, he's got us.
He's got us there.
Fucking
He's got a
retard.
solid point.
He's got us there. Do I need to go?
Chibi said it
ASMR
already. I
mode?
will say it again real
We're
quick.
going to be
Welcome.
talking about how we fucking met.
And then we'll push it towards later how we met in real life.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a whole big like storyline of shit that's happened from the second
The
that
story-
we met to us actually
like-
all meeting in person for the first time.
The story of the rise of our YouTube careers / Twitch
From
careers
shitty
to the fall.
laptops to fucking studio grade
Somewhat-
PCs.
These aren't studio grade. Let's not fucking
Yeah,
kid
come on.
ourselves.
We can hype ourselves up like that, but have you seen other people's setups?
Have you seen mine?
Bacon.
The
Bacon
entire
shut me
right
up.
side of my computer is like the entire panel is just gone for fucking.
Like-
I almost said weight reduction for better breathing.
Oh, there's vape juice all over.
I mean, compared to what we had, Ryan, this is practically studio grade.
You are
Well,
If I can
absolutely right.
Compared
charge
to what we-
shitty rappers in this town studio time, I'm pretty sure I could call it studio grade. I can call it whatever the fuck
Well-
I want. I paid for it.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right.
it's just weird to think how we did start back in because when we think about it, it was in my old room. which was
Unfortunately,
upstairs
I
and-
didn't even meet you on my good laptop. I met you on my shitty one.
Yeah, and you met me on my.
My good
OSU
laptop
only
before I got my
laptop.
shitty one. So like, I had this gateway laptop. It had like an i5. I knew nothing about computers then, and I just got it as a gift. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I get a computer. The first thing I got was Minecraft, and it ran
Jesus.
so fucking smoothly, and I was so happy about it. But it had like a wiring issue, and so like if you unplugged it, it would just shut down, just entirely, just lose power altogether,
That makes
kind of
sense.
like a desktop. And so my mother made me take it back. We took it back and traded it for a fucking Toshiba. And I don't even know what processor was in it, but I knew it couldn't run Minecraft, and it didn't.
And most Toshibas, keep in mind, are not healthy.
They're
No.
not well
Put it
built.
that
No,
term. They
absolutely
are not
not.
well built.
They are pieces of shit, is what we were trying to say politely.
From my experience of at least knowing people who had them, they are not good.
Yeah.
They are not meant for what you think
No,
they
they're
are.
not.
It's funny how pretty much everyone who's relevant or irrelevant on the internet has always started off on a shitty laptop.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like,
Like that's where I started. That's where all of you started. I'm
I
assuming that's where
recorded-
John started. I would like to ask John where he started, but he's currently getting snacks and taking a fat piss, which he's been doing for
Yeah,
the
this
past.
podcast will consist of that a lot, where someone's going to be AFK for a solid bit, and then they'll be back for the podcast.
fucking-
Because, you know,
The best part
recorded-
is we
Professionally.
haven't even told him that we've started recording. He just
no,
got
fun
up
fact,
and left.
that's kind of the fun part about this is if you're watching this from your wherever device at home or somewhere at
Yeah.
a coffee, I don't fucking
If you're
know.
watching this in your
But-
car, crash.
If
Don't
you're
do that.
watching this, just
Disclaimer,
keep in
please
mind,
don't.
he does not
most
know
likely
we started.
listening to it.
He has no idea what's going on right now. He's most likely going to come back, and hopefully he does not. He refrains himself from saying something really stupid.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't say the N word. That would kind of ruin this whole.
That'd be
this
kind of
whole-
bad.
This
Yeah,
whole
if we're,
thing that we've got
if we're
going
being
here right
realistic, that'd be really bad.
now. That would be really bad.
But excuse my burp.
Fuck,
but
no, it's all right. We can cut that out.
it's funny because like you know most YouTubers out there like you see that start out you know those cringy YouTube channels. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest, me and Chia started off from that. Oh look who's back!
who's back.
Look he's here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Look who's finally back.
What the fuck, y'all
Ladies and
started?
gentlemen,
Yes,
Yeah.
we started without you. We thought it'd be
yeah,
funny.
we started. Anyway,
Oh, he
and
fucking
he
left.
left.
He is gone
And
from the voice chat. He's back to the voice chat.
Now he's
ladies and
back.
gentlemen.
He's back to the voice chat. Anyway, so Juanitos, the man, is here.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce
Everybody give him a
yourself?
round of applause.
You get your snacks, buddy.
I already ate it.
What kind of,
Oh, of course.
what kind
you
of
did.
snacks did you get? I have to ask. The people want to know.
It's those Mexican brand cookies from the Michoacana market.
I don't speak Spanish, but that sounds great. Anyway, Ryan, as you were saying.
So it's just weird to think about that, like all those like really like I don't know how to put it, but like those really cringe starts to your YouTube channel. We've all
Yeah.
been there. All of us
Oh,
had those either
absolutely.
video recordings or those webcam recordings or
The
those really
fraps
bad. Because if you look,
recordings.
if you look back on my channel, I still have the videos, but when I first started back in 2016 of my freshman year, is I still had those OSA videos. But you can notice about those OSA videos that were recorded on a laptop, I played in 4:3 radio or whatever it is, and it was a square. So it wasn't full screen. So when I edited it, like some of the editing was just like off frame or off from the box. And a lot of the YouTube channels you see, and I'm sure all of us have dealt with, is like when they edit on like say an HP laptop or a Toshiba or whatever Bacon and John had.
At least you have
it-
the
I don't
audacity
even
to edit
remember.
your videos.
Or yeah, back then, and we'll get into that a little bit here in a second. Is sometimes we'd even edit the videos. We just full force recorded it and called it good, which is not something you do on YouTube, especially now in this age.
Should we just start with
But-
where we all started? Like, and how we got
I
into
guess.
all
I
of this?
mean, I
Is
already
that
kind of got
really-
into it.
All right, well,
but-
fucking
okay, so
dickhead. I was just
I get-
clarifying.
Okay, so if we're talking about where we started, I know Chi knows this the most, but I don't really talk about it a lot. But I started YouTube back in 2010. I was in 3rd grade, and this is gonna get a bit cringy, but back then the Sonic community was huge,
Oh, he's
Oh,
bringing it
yeah.
up.
like huge.
Oh,
And
yes.
like, I was a person who I've loved Sonic all the way up until Generations. After Generations, I've given up on him. But anyway, I started making fan characters, and to this day, and obviously I don't have any way to show this on the podcast or to the viewers at home.
I'll tweet it
is
out on
I
the
actually
podcast Twitter. Don't worry.
I still have a list of all the fan characters I've made in my wallet to this day because I still like to remember the good old days.
The good old
And
Jesus
anyway,
Christ.
I started making videos with Windows Movie Maker, and I'm sure many of you at home know what that is because it's installed in every single Windows 7 program. I drew really shitty portraits of my characters. I had great ideas, but they were really shitty. So due to that, I have started uploading them, and I was under the username of Ryan809. No shit, that was actually my name on YouTube.
Now, why you gotta drag
Originally,
our
I wanted
name
my-
down like that?
Original YouTube name, what I wanted it to be was the Ultimate Hacker, but my dad was like, "That's not cool," so he changed it without me knowing it. So
Christ.
I started uploading these Sonic like picture things with music, and you've seen those videos where the what's that song where like it was playing all those YouTube tutorials? What was it? I forget.
Paralyzer.
There you go, Paralyzer. I started doing that. I met a girl who was 20 years old, named Nancy. That's her real life name,
Christ.
and her fan character name was Misty. We started dating. Keep in mind, she is 20 years old.
Hold on, right? Huh.
I was 12.
My man's
or
my
at
man's
least
out here
11.
12 years old getting himself an
It-
e-girlfriend.
listen, for those who don't know what we're talking about, for the songs of those like basic ass YouTube tutorials, this is what we're talking about.
God, get that shit out of here right fucking now, John.
Yeah, that was okay. So that was the song. Yes. So continuing on, I've dealt with that, and I'm not gonna name his name, but I'm just gonna put his old username. But Demon Fox 92. She would know that name more than anybody else in here.
fucking god.
He literally has sat by me the entire quote unquote relationship. And there's a video on my channel called "Dating a 20-Year-Old" where you can actually see snapshots from me and hers fan characters being like together. And it's cringe. I'm just giving you a fair warning right now. It is very cringy. But yeah, so that went on for years. It went on until about 6th or 7th grade. And then I finally called it quits. I told her, my Riley pretty much told her, oh shit, no, it's whatever. He told her that, no, this isn't gonna work, yada yada yada, all that relationship bullshit, and it was over. And then I stopped doing YouTube up until 8th grade. when I started getting back into it, and I brought back Sonic. This is man, I don't like talking about this at all, but I'll
Power
do it
through
just
it.
for the sake
Power
of the
through it.
podcast. Many of the Discord of the Cam Sauce Discord knows about Sonic X Season X and what I started in 8th grade. Before I started that, though, I was in Minecraft a lot, and I was on the server called the Hidden Sands.
Oh my god!
Where I originally,
I remember inviting
without even
you
knowing,
to that.
yeah, without even knowing, many of the people, she invited me to the server, and before even that, I gotta keep forgetting key details to this. Sorry for people at home. We met over Xbox. Keep in mind, Xbox has millions of players all over the world. Millions, thousands, whatever, you name it. Me and him played Sonic the Fighters, not knowing we were in the same town. Keep in mind. We played it, went to school, and I noticed the voice, so I called it out. It was King Gohan, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah,
or was it
no,
Gohan Buskus?
Both, actually.
Okay, both. It was one of the two. And
You just kind of shouted
she
from the
was like,
distance, "Hey, Gohan!" And I just did like a full whipped 180 in shock. Like, excuse me?
and that's was the start of it, but it mainly began during beginning of eighth.
That was like
beginning of eighth
6th grade, but we didn't actually
Was it?
meet until like the summer right before 8th grade, because that's when Taco
Right.
Bell came out with those slushies, and you were like, "Bro,
Yes.
let's meet up and go get them." And neither of us had transportation, so we each
So we
walked like
walked.
4 miles to meet each other at a hospital, only to walk like 2 more miles to a Taco
And
Bell.
Pug Boy, which is Jackson in the Discord, he was also there with us, and that's when I started building back up my relationship with him. If many of you don't know, he was my lifelong friend that I ditched because I was an asshole. But
Yeah, prick.
so from there, we started recording a bunch of. He got me into Osu, and God knows everyone knows about Osu on both of our channels, mainly Cheese channel because he posted it way more than I did. And this started becoming our revolution of what I called the YouTube group. This is how it started. It was us two at first, and it slowly but surely started to form. But before we get into how all of us met, I talked about where I started, so I'm gonna leave it onto somebody else. Whoever wants to take over.
All right, I'm
So,
just gonna grab
there
this
you go.
mic right here if you don't mind me, sir. I'm just gonna use this
Go
bitch.
for it.
All right, there
All
you
right,
go.
so I got into YouTube. Oh fuck, I can't remember the year. When did GTA 5 come out?
2012.
2012, 2013.
Oh, 13.
About 2014. And at this time, I was playing a lot of Team Fortress 2 on the computer with my buddies that I knew in real life. And I was playing a lot of GTA 5 on the PS3. And I would watch a lot of these videos. I don't know why. I'd watch a lot of like stunt montage videos and shit like that. And so I tried making a few stunt montage videos of GTA. They never went anywhere. I think they got like 10 views, something like that. This was back in 2014.
Yeah.
Made some TF2 videos. I ended up deleting them after about a year.
Yeah.
And then it was, I think, late 2015. I was playing some Team Fortress 2 with my buddies Mitch and TJ. And just so happened to start recording on OBS. Made a little video, kind of, went back a few days after we recorded it, looked over it and said, I could probably try and make a video out of this. And at the time, I watched a lot of The Crew. Now, if you guys, if whoever's you are watching, if you're over the age of like 17 and have been on YouTube for a while, you should know who The Crew is. KYR Speedy, Jehovah's Witness, Deluxe 4, Nobody, Epic. These guys, I really enjoyed their videos, and I love their editing styles, especially Nobody Epic's with his shit from last week's series. And so I kind of tried making a video along the lines of that, and that's where my first ever video that's still on my channel. You have to look for it through some playlists, but you can find it. It's still there. My first ever Team Fortress 2 video. And since that video, I've been making more and more and more and getting a little bit better, until a few years later, a little game called Overwatch came out. And I picked that up.
We'll pick that up in a little bit. So, John, we'll hear from you next. Where did you begin on YouTube?
Okay. I would not be afraid to admit it myself. So, long story short, Junior Guy 123 was not my first YouTube channel.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you for real?
I am serious.
This is news to us.
This
The
is very
fuck,
news to us. So
Um,
what was it?
So what, cunt?
I lived in. You know what? I have the balls. Give me 1 second. So, is this the username? 4677. Is this it? Ah!
He found it.
He found his old YouTube channel. What was it? Go ahead, tell us.
Here, let me read the about. THNX for the whole heap of subscribing. I appreciate it. So yeah, please subscribe me. I need more subs. Here is the list of subs. What the fuck? I don't know if I can reach 100 subs. L, lowercase o, and capital L. I created this on May 13th, 2011. I have a total of 2,793 views. And this username is Concord Boy Rules 4677.
Jesus.
Good lord.
Wow, that's such a. Oh, well, before you continue, real quick.
What's up?
I'll do all of ours real fast.
Okay.
From me to Bacon.
You know what? Here,
to
I'm
you.
not afraid. Hold on, sorry.
My list of usernames went from Ryan809 to Flamefighter242. Everyone is really iconic with that one.
Hell yeah.
Then Flamefighter424. I switched the numbers because of Xbox. This is just for YouTube. I have a lot of usernames. And then I went to The Legend of Kitsy, which is mainly when I began up in my freshman year. And then I switched to Kitsy, and it's just been that way ever since. I've loved the name. I won't go into specifics why I chose it that, but people that know me personally know why. So there you go. So Bacon, what were your list of usernames on YouTube up until your?
I've only ever had one.
What?
You've only ever.
I've
had
only
one?
ever been
fucking
Bacon Evolution.
legendary.
I created it around because Black Ops 2 came out in 2012, right?
Yes.
I kind of realized I kind of forgot to mention the part where I actually created the channel. I had a friend who I played Black Ops 2 with, and we wanted to make like montages and shit like that. We were the old, cringy COD kids, and so I came up with the username Bacon Revolution, but over PS3's voice chat, he misheard it as Bacon Evolution, and so he made I actually didn't make the YouTube channel. My friend did, and he gave me like the username and the password and all that stuff, everything to log into it. And him and I ended up having a falling out about a few months after that. So I yoinked the channel from him, changed the password, changed the email or not changed the email. I just changed the password.
Oh my god.
Just straight up yoinked it from him. And so ever since 2012, I've been Bacon Evolution.
Okay.
So
Anyway, John, back to you.
Okay.
There you go. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, the YouTube channel by it goes Concord Boy Rules 4677. The last video I uploaded from that channel was June 6, 2012. Shortly after, I forgot my email, my password, making me think that I don't own the account. So I lost that. I don't have access to my email, and I think Yahoo completely removed my email, forcing me to not log in anymore.
Well, that's what you get for using Yahoo.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, I deserve it. So then after shortly a while, I've only uploaded for a year. This was the time I lived in Indiana. So, of course.
I didn't even know you lived there.
I remember that. You told me about that.
a while ago.
Yeah. So, how do I record these videos? An iPod Touch 4.
That's no joke.
Oh,
And then
I think I remember you telling me about this. You held it in your lap and pointed it at the screen.
That's right. So my last video on my very, very first YouTube channel was June 6, 2012. Shortly after, 10 days later, I made, of course, Juanitos, as you may know today, was made in June 16, 2012. But it was first named as Junior Guy 123. As you may know, it's the legendary. It was made in, of course, June of 2012. And it's
Say
still
of
here.
course one more goddamn time.
Of course. How long did I have Junior Guy 123? I'll just say for two.
It was up until 2017.
I'll just put 2016, and then I switched to Junior Gaming. Look, to be real, I was a fucking. This was like the time when I was in sophomore or junior year. I watched so much Vanoss. I was a fucking wannabe. That's why you saw one of my thumbnails. It was rainbow. Yeah, I was a fucking wannabe. So that lasted for a couple weeks. So then it went to junior, and I wanted to keep it just small and short, right? That kind of survived for at least a couple, like two or 3 months. And then ever since then, around 2016, I don't know. Yeah, 2016 till today, it's been Chibitoes ever since then. But of course, on my very, very first video, on my very, very first YouTube channel, let me send a link. But it is, I stole a YouTube video. I used Bandicam, if I recall, and I'm not gonna show that. Oh no!
What the fuck are you going on about?
There's just skits of me with my toy gun.
What the fuck is this?
Is the zombie round noise? Anyway, okay, go to junior guy. Go to that mainly.
Okay, so the reason why I was called Junior, I went to 3. That was from when my brother got PS3 in 2010 as a Christmas gift. One of our first games was Resident Evil 5, and I was scared to play that game. I decided I wanted to try it out, and it's actually not a bad game. It's one of those games where, like, if you're little and want to try out the game, I guess just give it a try. It like I said, it's a fun game. So of course I had to create an online account because it was free, of course, before the PlayStation 4 days or whatever. So I was like, shit, I don't know. I'll just put junior guy 1, 2, 3, and then it was not taken. So I've used it for I guess like 2 years, and then I lost that account because I forgot my password, and for some reason I remember the year. Because it was like verify your birth, right? So the birth year on that account was September 19, 1992.
Wow.
You know how like you want to fake your age and make it like think you're 18 or whatever?
Yeah, so you send it back to like 1934 or something as your birth date. That's what I did on all the fucking websites that required a birthday. Like 1930 something.
Yeah, especially on Pornhub.
Yeah, that was fucking lit, dude. I remember when I was 5 years old watching porn, just beating it, just fucking.
That's pretty much what I did, and I guess I lost my account. I made so many accounts. I was in a clan. I was trying to make a clan for Modern Warfare 2. It would just be called Black Yoshi.
Wow, I never knew that.
Ladies and gentlemen, John is racist.
Black Yoshi.
No, it'll be this. Hold on, look in general chat. I remember the username so clearly. Look, it was like BLACK_. No, I think no. Wait, yes, it is. It is.
I would just like to say, John said, "Look in general chat" to all of our listeners.
So that was my username on the second on my PS3 account.
So his username was X_BLACK_Y0SHI_XX.
I've had that for almost a year, and I stopped using it because I only made one person as a clan. I was like, yeah, Quickscope blood, let's do this. Let's beat FaZe. I didn't say something like that, but
FaZe.
I didn't say something like that, but I wanted to be like a professional quickscoper, and I was like I wanted to meet up famous quickscoper. That's what I said to myself. That did not turn out well. And then, what? I don't know. I made so many PS3 usernames that I don't even remember. I don't even have the old PS3 no more. All I have is the newer PS3 Slim, I guess. I don't know, but
PS3 Slim Pro.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what is this one? Oh, God, you can barely see the username, but here's one of my quote-unquote videos, I guess.
New record.
The title goes, OMG, my new record under Reese.
Jesus. Just for the listeners at home, this is a video that is recorded. It looks like it's recorded from an iPod or an iPhone.
Yes, sir.
Of a TV screen of you playing the Nazi Zombies map Reese. And you made it to round 32.
Yes, sir. And
Keep in mind the original Doritos.
No,
Congrats.
this is the
Congrats on
black.
getting into round
this
32.
This is the Black Ops 1 version. You stupid.
Oh, well, okay.
So, John,
Anyway.
to get back on track, how did you go about meeting Ryan and Chi? Because I've met you through them.
Okay.
Wait. We'll get into that here in a second.
No, I
So-
don't want to rush it. Continue, Ryan.
Okay, sorry, let me collect my thoughts. So you had this channel, then you had Junior Guy. What did you do on Junior Guy though? That's the thing most people don't know about. Up until you met us.
Like, how did the username originated, or
No. What you recorded? Like, what did you do back then?
So this is the time. Okay, have y'all seen those top 10 Anoj Modern Warfare 2 clips?
Oh, good lord.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I always see these people who like. Okay, this is the time when capture cards were starting to become a thing, but were rare to kind of get. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use my iPod to pretend I have a fucking capture card, which I was stupid to myself. That's not how it works. So I started recording random ass like videos, like me doing trick shots. Like this is one of them, for example. Look, of course. So see, that's one of them, and I was trying to act cool with it, with recording and everything. Honestly, just that my very first YouTube channel was nothing but me recording on my phone, and 30% of me stealing videos of other content creators, but I do credit them. This is the time when copyright was not a thing on YouTube. This is the good YouTube days.
The good
right.
YouTube days.
Fuck copyright law in every way, shape, and
fuck
form.
copyright. Junior Guy, that channel, technically your current channel right now. I know you recorded things before you met us, right? Like you didn't just start that channel and magically were like, oh hey, this guy named Legend of Kitsy's out here.
No. This was more like having fun, where the fuck I want to record a YouTube channel type and just post it, hoping get views. That's pretty much what it was. As you may see, like there's like a bunch of Minecraft, Slender, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Need for Speed, all that type of shit. And a little bit of the time, I will be playing with my friends, my school buddies from middle school and freshman high school, until that fell apart, which is sad, because after high school, you know, we don't talk to no more. Which is, it kind of breaks the inside of my heart, because we used to talk all the time in middle school and a little bit throughout high school. That just fucking, that was gone.
The irony of that situation here.
And then, as you may see, I did a fucking Gmod, FNAF, World at War Custom Zombies, Five Nights at Freddy's suit demo. I don't know why. I'm gonna delete that anyway. And then,
Wow.
this is the era where I fucking love Pokemon. This is middle school days, so I was involved with Pokemon. I did a fucking walkthrough. I did how many parts? I did 24. How many? 30 parts, I think. Yeah, 30 parts.
Wow, your determination. Holy shit.
Yeah, 30 parts. I was into MLG, those type of fucking weird ass thing
It's like
meme
It's
videos.
like my parts. It's like my parts of my update videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
God,
then-
good old Kitsy update videos every about, 2 weeks?
long term short, I was more of a, I wanted to become a playthrough type YouTube channel.
Yeah, you want to be like a Let's Player, because that's what was popular at the time.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to be more
a let's player plus a kind of a tutorial guide. Like one of my views says how to get free GameCube games onto your Wii soft modded. That's one of them. That one only has like 55 views.
Jesus.
Didn't
And-
clickbait it enough.
John, don't you have
No.
a video of a baby sloth dancing that has like 100,000 or 50,000 views or something?
That one only has 54K.
What the fuck?
Yeah, only 54K. Like we, all of our videos all, hit 54K.
Hey, can we not
I-
talk about Boku no Pico? Let's just can we?
Yeah, let's. Hey,
evade
can you
that
not
shit?
talk about that thing that I don't want on the
100,000 views.
podcast?
I
That's what I'm
uploaded and I got 100,000 views and then taken down. I got a strike on my channel. Yeah, Cave, can we leave that out? Cool.
You're
good to know.
welcome.
Fuck you.
And then I did a Life is Strange playthrough, like an episode full playthrough. One of them was an hour, one of them is 2 hours. Then I lost my file. That was sad. Damn. So my second was one of the fucking another Pokemon video.
Right.
Oh, this. Oh, okay. This one, another one.
So pretty much you did that stuff up until when you met us, right?
And that's starting with COD World at War Customs with Kitsy and Mickey Derp. That's one of our first videos together.
Man.
I just recoiled.
Oh.
Now it's Chi.
So, I didn't start YouTube per se first. I started Osu first, like in, I don't know, fucking 2009. I was like 8 years old.
What is Osu, by the way?
Fuck off. Don't ever ask me that question again. I know where you live.
You do.
So,
I know where you live.
so, I played that for like, I don't know, a couple months before my home desktop died for some reason. Fast forward like many years later, I'm just days and months without even remote internet. I get my shitty laptop, and fuck. No, this was before I got the shitty laptop. I still had the gateway, and me and a couple of guys I knew in middle school, we started this gaming group. It was yeah, we literally started it, and it was called the Miki Player Group. I don't know what the fuck ran through our heads or what we were smoking, but that's what we called it. And we all had like specific names under Miki. Like, I don't know, Miki fucking jump, Miki crouch, Miki flip, shit like that. And I just happened to get the shit end of the stick and be called Miki Derp. I didn't choose it, that was given to me. And so, what happened with that was one of the kids we were playing with, we were all doing like a LAN sort of party thing at his mom's house in his living room. Before we started our game, he was playing Surgeon Simulator, and he got so fucking pissed off, he tossed his laptop right next to him and just started beating the shit out of the screen. And all of us just kind of sat there and looked at him, so he just kind of unplugged, packed up, and just left. And we never spoke about it again. We never even talked to each other. And so I just went on with my life. But I still had the... So instead of fucking... God damn it. I had Miki Dirt, but before that, I had King Gohan 04. And that's how I met Ryan over Xbox Live. We only talked that one time in person. Never saw you again. And I moved on to Gohan Buscus because I really liked Tobuscus. I was like a Tobuscus wannabe. And I would record my Hidden Sands plays just fucking around on the server with the really shitty... I don't remember. It was like Media Core, I think is what it was called. It's some shitty screen recorder. And I met this girl named Catwoman on the server, and we actually dated. We dated for like months, and I'm still friends with her on Facebook to this day. Like,
your e-girls, like, what the fuck?
I'm still friends with her to this day, and it cracks me up because I see her on my Facebook feed, and I'm just like, what? I'm just baffled, honestly. I don't remember what happened with that. All I remember is that the two server owners of Hidden Sands were dating at the time, too. They closed the server. It's not a thing anymore. But news to me that came up years later, I found an old friend from the server named Momo. And I was talking to them about the server and how much we missed it, just kind of reminiscing, Skype calling and shit like that. And they tell me that the two server owners are actually married now. Like, they're starting a fucking life, not being complete Minecraft dorks anymore. And that blows my mind, too.
Holy shit.
So, now I'm out of the Gohan Buscus phase, and the Miki Derp phase, and I decided to change it up a bit even more, and call Miki Derp, Kutiki Karukiro.
Oh,
and I wanted to just thinking about that now, oh my god, it just made me recoil.
This is around the phase where we started recording.
But because of all my games usernames were still under MikiDerp, I still had to go by that. And I couldn't change it, so I just said, I don't want my name getting released. It's been released before, and I've had a lot of my information, out there, and it freaked me out. So I was like, don't even bother saying my name. Just call me Chi. I think that would be, neat. And so that thing kind of went on for months as Ryan and John became these Vanoss wannabes. And so I later decided to change my Osu username to something that was more fitting to the whole Chi name. And I used True Chi. I didn't know what it meant. I just fucking went with it. And I got some graphics and a neat little profile picture and just kept playing Osu. I don't think I had any other usernames after that. It was just that for years. And I kept playing Osu. And then I just swapped to Chibitoes.
There we go.
John came up with Juanitos, and as like a meme, I was like, fuck it, I'll be Chi, and not knowing the term chibi even coming to my mind, I was just like, Chibitoes, it works. And so I did it, and now I'm getting called by Twitch streamers Chibi instead of Chi, because that's how they know it. They're weebs. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm Chibi now, but my friends will still consider me Chi. So that's where I am with that now. I prefer Twitch over YouTube, if anything. And I still do these stupid, shitty, dumpster fire YouTube videos.
I like them.
You've made one like in the past year, and it's
well, I still edit
streams.
videos anonymously for some people, like under the table, and
this is news to me.
It's news to you? It's literally in my Twitter bio. It says I'll edit your videos for you.
Oh, I thought that was a meme.
No, that's an actual thing. I do that. I actually did that. There's a video. I have like a personal channel with my full name. It's like a psychology video. A couple of kids from my high school were like, hey, heard you edit videos. We think you could do this thing for us for a psychology grade. I was like, this is AP Psych. I'm in just regular Psych. But my grade carried over, and they're still using that video as like the top tier example. And we have to keep emailing the teacher the link to the video. I privatized it, or unlisted it as first, just so nobody else would see it, but I just made it public, like, just fucking look it up now. Like, I'm over it.
Right. Christ. So, now that we've all gone through our origin stories...
Oh, wait, Ryan, let's not forget about the Gohan Buscus and Demon Fox Cinnamon Challenge.
Oh.
No, let's forget about that.
Let's forget about it.
I've seen that video. Let's forget about it.
Yeah, let's just move on from that.
That video is still up.
Long story short, she blasts this guy's face.
I spit cinnamon in his face. Little 12-year-old me.
Yep. So, I remember that video. That video's hilarious. It blew up around our school. It's kind of fun. Anyway, so, from there on, now that you know that all of us were a bunch of crackheads back then, and we're a lot better now.
I'm the only sane person here.
Me and she began recording a bunch. We did a lot of Osu stuff. We did a lot of private Osu stuff as it is. And then we started getting to Left 4 Dead 2.
I would sit on this little stool with wheels next to his laptop while he made these Sonic X Season X videos.
Yeah.
And he'd give me a sketchbook and have me draw out his fan characters.
Okay, so we're going on that. I kind of forgot about that. So, I guess to primitively start it, we didn't really start recording Osu at first. He would come out, me and she literally spent all the time in my house 24/7 during 8th/freshman year.
Yeah.
Because she lives farther away from both of the buildings, so it was just easier to come to my place and then having his family come get him later. So, with that, we would spend nights, days, whatever, doing games together, playing games, whatnot. And so, sorry, I just gotta remember all this shit because it's all coming back to my head. I had a laptop, HP laptop, let me touchscreen, And the way, and God, this is gonna be cringe as shit to talk about, but I'll do it for the podcast. The way I drew the characters is I would take snapshots from Sonic X. Keep in mind the actual show. I would draw over them, outline it perfectly, and make modifications to my characters and call it good. Color it in, and we sat nights doing this. And that was the first reveal of Sonic X Season X as a series that I don't know why I wanted to start, but I did. Never completed it, only went 3 episodes in, and I stopped because I realized how childish it was and how stupid it was.
Yeah, those
From
videos
there,
are fucking meme gold. They're so good.
Yeah,
They're so fucking terrible that it's just you watch them and you feel nothing but satisfaction. It's so good.
And I would
during
watch
this-
like the entire process, like
I'm
of
gonna
him
tweet
just
out the
coming
link
up
right
with
now.
the
Give me a second.
lines and putting stuff in there. I'm pretty sure he even gave my girlfriend at the time a character.
oh God, I gave everybody because I needed ideas for the characters, and I kind of just bullshitted through a bunch of characters. I had an okay.
God, you did not give me one.
I had an okay story.
I'm pretty
for it,
sure
but
I
I'm not
looked
gonna
you in
go
the
into that.
face
We can
and
go
said,
into that.
"Don't give me one."
No, you did. You specifically told me that. We'll go into that maybe to another podcast with the whole storyline behind that series. Anyway, to move on from that, you then got your laptop, your shit laptop,
Oh God.
and we started recording really just the Osu stuff and stuff from there. And then one day, it was probably near the end, halfway through 8th grade. We've gotten really close. And we still are close. I'm not saying we're not, but through all of that, you randomly came home one day, and I remember you called me and you said there's a desktop, and I got it from the classified name, and I was like, holy shit! So you got yourself a computer.
It didn't
during that same
fucking
year,
work.
No, it did not. But still, yes, it worked for a decent amount of time.
I had to go to pawn shops and get parts just so it would even turn on.
True. But with that, my brother left for college, and he took a laptop, and I moved it into his room. This is currently the room I've been in for 4+ years. I got his really good computer that could run a lot of games. So then we started playing. We played Left 4. Before then, yeah, really quote unquote really good. At the time, it was. Before then too, we played Left 4 Dead 2, which is one of my favorite videos of all time because it was just the start of how I started editing videos. It's how I started getting into it. And I watched a lot of Vanos at the time, so I kind of copied it from him. And if you've ever been on YouTube and you ever looked up a funny moments video and it was not made by a big YouTuber, you knew it was from Vanos and it was a copy. It's the truth. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. But I started learning how to edit better. I started editing Osu videos at the time too. I started playing Osu a ton more. And then we started playing World at War. Custom zombies, because I found out from Vanos and I loved it. It looks so much fun. I love zombies. I played zombies all my life too. So then one day we made, I think it was the Super Mario Bros. World at War video I made with me and she just playing it casually. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make. I then got a comment after I made that video from a guy named whatever Louis' username was.
Xbox
And Louis
Gaming
was
HD.
I think that was it, yeah. Xbox Gaming HD. And I said, okay, sure. We got more people to play with. Let's do it. So we got our contact information together. I got me and Sheen to the call. And then introducing Juanitos. Or at the time, it was Junior Guy 123. We then played, I think it was FNAF or KFC. It was one of the two. We played FNAF or KFC. And KFC, we all played together. It was me, Juan, Louis, and Chi. We didn't record it. We just played to get to know each other. It was a lot of fun. And then we started recording more and more. And then Louis vanished. Louis broke his computer. Something happened. And he lives in the UK. So keep in mind, that lad was not in our time zone. So it was hard to record with us.
I fucking killed him.
Yeah, Bacon killed him.
Bacon replaced him.
Bacon pretty much replaced him. Kind of funny, but
Years
kind of
later.
Hey, what happened to
So,
Louis?
anyway.
Bacon appears. Nothing you can prove.
fucking dies. So, fuck, you lost my train of thought. Oh, so we played a bunch, And then this is around the time when Draco Slab, but now known as Cam.sauce, started getting in his own computer. This is also around when Nolan / Pineapple Games / Hostile Flax started getting his own computer. This is when we really started to form our gaming group. So push on about a year up until May 2016 when Overwatch released. She and I didn't really start playing into it until about September. Or no. She was playing it before me. I started getting into it around September or October of 2016, and I was told by Chi and your friend Fire Truck, right? You guys were playing together. Whatnot.
So like, basically,
you take this. You know this more.
Than basically what happened. So me and Jesse were playing competitive matches, just to fuck around, just literally to torture people. That was the goal. And I still had my Turtle Beach headset, and my mic was just dog shit.
The most complete dog shit. In the entire
if I just remotely
world.
put it close to my mouth, it would just destroy eardrums. So me and Jesse went on to torture people.
Do you remember?
And in just one of the games, Bacon happened to be in it. And
I just solo queued into a competitive game of Overwatch because I hated my life and I wanted to die.
I decided to do like the whole bass boosted thing with my mic. Just put it up to my mouth and just inhale. And according to him, he threw his headset off of his head and was just cackling at my nonsense. And Jesse was like, I like this guy. I want to invite him. And so she did. She did. Yeah. He stuck around and decided to record our nonsense in the next game and make a YouTube video about it.
So if you go to my channel and you go to my playlists, there's a playlist called Unlisted Garbage Videos. In that playlist, you'll find 2 Overwatch videos. The first one was all recorded like the day that I met Mr. Chi here and his buddy Jesse. If I may say, wait, hold on. Chi, do you remember how I fucking removed you by accident?
What?
Blizz.net, right, is what
Overwatch
uses, Blizzard launcher.
Yeah, Battle.net.
Battle.net is what it's called. There you go. Going through my friends list right after I met him, like not even 2 days after I met him, just like going through removing people because I had a fuck ton of friends. A bunch of people added me because I'm very popular and very humble as well. And I accidentally removed Chi, and I'm like, oh no. Fuck, this guy was really funny, and I really enjoyed playing with him. I didn't want to do that, and I forgot what his username was or something, so I couldn't re-add him. So I messaged him on Discord, and I was like, hey, accidentally removed you off Battle.net. Can you resend your numbers or whatever the fuck it was so that I can add you? And you just spammed this giant link with, like, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Twitch. I don't think you had your Twitch then. It was just, like, your YouTube and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, this guy makes videos, too, because at this point I'd been making videos for about a year and a half. And that's how I found out about you and Ryan, because I started watching some of your videos where Ryan was in it before I even met him.
Keep in mind, these by this time they were not good. They were pretty cringy videos.
All of our videos were dog shit.
Pretty dog shit. A couple of them were masterpieces. Like I said, I like the Left 4 Dead one and some of the Gmod ones we made. And keep in mind, also at this time we did meet Jacob the Great. I'm gonna mention him because he mentioned him in his podcast. Some mentioned him in this podcast. We also met him too. Same way that Louis reached out to me. He commented on my videos. We started playing with him, and he's been one of our best friends since. We've had a lot of fallouts with him. I'm not gonna get into that with this video or podcast. We can get into that another time, but we can get to that another later date. Anyway.
Jacob, I miss you. Please come home.
With that in mind, Chi then met Bacon, and then I was told about it because then I started playing Overwatch once I started fully getting my PC under control. I didn't get a new one by then, but it was better.
Bastion Bros, high five on 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
God damn it! Fucking
so
retards. I hate
then
this.
all 4 of us, me, Chi, Bacon, and Fire Truck, played a lot of Overwatch, and this is how I started my relationship with Bacon. Also,
our sexual relationship and romantic one.
What was weird, and I'm sure a lot of people already know this, but it's kind of funny to mention, is keep in mind, me and Bacon both share the name of Ryan.
It's fucked. I hate him. I hate him.
I
fucking despise him for it.
Anytime I would address Bacon as Bacon because I didn't know him as Ryan. I knew Kitsy as Ryan. Right. So in like Discord calls that we all happened to be together, and I'd be like, "Hey Ryan," and I'd get 2 responses, both saying "What?"
It would go exactly here. Let's recreate it because this is how it still goes to this very day when someone says it. Here,
I'd be like, "Hey Ryan."
What?
Dickhead.
Yeah.
We would be like, what the fuck? And we'd be like, and so we established kind of a rule in the Discord that bacon is bacon, Ryan is Ryan.
Except that all of my friends that I know personally call me Ryan, and all of his friends call him Ryan. It's still just fucked. It's horrible.
But we've come to terms with it where it's like to the point where, for me it has, when someone that Bacon knows is in the server and calls him Ryan, I know they're addressing him. And like when people come into this server that know me and they call me Ryan, I'm sure you're not that dumb not to know that they're addressing me. It's just kind of a thing that I always.
It was even more fucked in person because we were all calling each other by our names.
From there, we all started playing games for 3 years, roughly. We quit Overwatch.
That's about 2.5 years. Let's see. Hold on. The Overwatch
I'm not saying we quit,
I'm
but
platinum.
we mainly stopped playing it. I did, and so did
I dropped it.
Bacon.
I'm platinum.
We started playing CS:GO. That was the thing.
Oh no, I've been playing CS:GO for a long time before.
I know.
Jesse's Jesse's Masters, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get back into Overwatch with you guys? I want to.
She has a team and everything.
Oh my fucking god.
She has an EU team.
Jesus. Fuck
At this
Swedish.
point, we've also
Fuck
met.
the entirety of
I'm
Sweden.
gonna name these people really fast. We've met Lakin. We've met Jack, aka Evaporate. We met Nick. I have no idea where Nick went.
Wait, funny thing about Jack, we were just in like a private call one day and he was signing up for some game and he was putting in his birthday and I thought it was so funny because I thought he was just memeing. He's like, "Oh, birthday? December 19th, 1980." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, hold up. When is your birthday?" And he's like, "Oh, December 19th, but it's not 1980, it's 2000. And I'm like, "You're fucking memeing." And he's like, "No, I'm not. That's my actual birthday." And I'm like, "Bullshit. Send me proof." And he does. He sends me proof, and it turns out he's like 3 hours older than me. Me and Jack were born on the exact same day. And I just thought it was hilarious. So every year on our birthday, I would send him a Snapchat saying, "Happy birthday, birthday buddy." And we would never talk, ever. Just the happy birthday message, and that's it.
So we also met Carter, Bill, Noblin, trying to think fast. Father James. We met
Jesse. I met her in Osu.
Jesse. We met
Davis.
Oh shit, man! I totally forgot. Man, this is fucked. Davis, you're watching this. I'm sorry, bro. We met Davis. Davis has been a part of our group off and on. Now completely off because he's a full-time editor, which is a pog in the chat, if I say so myself.
I'm not gonna say or mention any of my friends because they know who they are and they're all cunts.
So with that, we played a lot of games. I started growing in my channel a lot. As many of you know, I quit. I fully will admit it in this podcast.
Your channel is dead. Rest in peace.
My channel is completely dead.
There's another Kitsy out there that's just blowing up. It's almost at like 2,000 subs.
Mine's like half dead. It's just gasping for air.
Juan doesn't post anymore. Oh god, Juanitas has not talked in a bit.
John, are you okay? Alive? John?
John, are you good?
You good, homie?
Hey, you good? Sorry, we just started talking about the past.
Okay, well,
so with that in mind, oh sorry.
With that in mind, it came time that the babies that went and searched for everybody are now graduating. They graduated high school, and the boys wanted to do something really special for us, so they each bought plane tickets near the same time.
I think John should start this off because he came up with this idea.
He did yes. John, give us the insight.
Pull it back together. Hey. All right, good job. All right, so essentially what happened was, I believe it was John brought it up, unless John, you would actually speak about it.
I can start off, and he can probably continue it, hopefully, because I have a good memory of this. Is back in February when I started dating my currently now ex-girlfriend,
Rest
we
in
started
peace.
talking about how. Yeah, thank you, Rip in the chat.
I killed her.
Nothing you
So
can prove.
we were playing. I think we were playing. I'm pretty sure it was Zombies or CS:GO. It was something. It was some type of game we both played together. And John was like, "What if I came out to Nebraska for graduation?" And I was sitting there like, "What?" I was like, "What the fuck? What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I want to come out and see you guys graduate." And we talked about it a little bit more. And John was slowly starting to confirm it because he's working that one job. I think he was working in the warehouse at the time. I don't remember. And then Bacon, we told Bacon about it, and keep in mind Dracos is more involved now. Then Nolan was more involved now. All the homies were more involved now. And
I just said, "Fuck yeah,
mainly
I'm doing it." I said, "If
and
John's
pretty-
doing it,
yeah.
I'm doing it."
And sure enough, it did happen. Come May.
May
not-
May 11th through May 20th.
Yeah, I think it was May
So
11th.
May 11th.
I,
Oh, keep in mind, so we are all kind of across the country. Like, do you
Kind
mind if
of.
I say states, or is that good? Because I mean, it's in my vlog that I made of it.
wait a
Ryan-
minute. Hold on.
Ryan
Hold on.
and-
Wait. It was before February. I was very wrong. It must have been before December because John just posted in the chat. I'll just read it real quick. Feliz Navidad if you're Mexican, but for other Americans, Merry Christmas Eve. This was another year to the guys in Nebraska. If you know who you are, this is just a huge thanks to these guys for making this cool as it could be. They also will be graduating the upcoming May 2019. But the only guy in Texas and Houston, but he's back in Houston for now to celebrate his family, Marines. This is just thank you to everyone in the server for another year of awesomeness. I cannot wait to see you, babes, graduating Nebraska. Love you all to death. Let's make these last couple days of 2018 and start a great new year of 2019. Juan.
Fox, this has been in the works since like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year. I did not know that. Way to
I
keep
didn't
that.
either. I hopped
John,
on
Way
last
to
Pog-
keep that
Pog
on
to you.
standby, John.
Yeah, holy shit, you knew. So, anyway, fast forward. It's the day. So, me, Chi, and Just Your Average Rock, aka Adrian, drove to Omaha Epley Airfield at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Just because we haven't said it, these guys are all Ryan, Chi, Adrian. These guys are all based out of Nebraska. John's based out of Texas, and I'm over here in Northern Illinois. So we are
Right.
quite spread out.
Yes, and we actually have other people from Canada. We had people from
Fucking
UK,
East Coast,
Australia.
West Coast, all over.
Sweden
The group we built
represent.
was pretty fucking huge.
Fuck
It's
Sweden,
ridiculous.
fucking blue and yellow pants.
So they came in, and we spent the whole
We had to
the whole first
split
day.
up at the airport to go meet them both on time.
Can I say the horror
Right.
story?
I
had
was
at
sitting
Chicago-
there
O'Hare?
with Bacon, or I was sitting there waiting for Bacon, and then they said something about John being on the other side, so I just stood up and dead sprinted with my muffin all the way to the other side to get. No, they were waiting for John, and I went to the other side to get Bacon.
Okay, can we start this whole fucking thing over? Because this is just a clusterfuck right now.
Oh well, we were telling it from our side.
Can I tell the
But-
horror story I had at O'Hare?
Sure,
This entire-
go
So,
for it.
I wake up. I spent the night before the flight, at my grandpa's house because he lives right over by O'Hare. Wake up hella early. My plane. Oh fuck! My flight was at 9 o'clock. I think 10 o'clock.
Yes. 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
my grandpa's fucking psychotic and had me at the airport at 7. So I get through the whole line of security, and if anyone here has ever been through O'Hare, you know that the security lines will either last 10 minutes or 14 hours. Luckily, I had the prior, and the security was very short today. Got through it all. Got yelled at because I'm fucking retarded and don't know how to do shit as a functioning human being. Make it to my gate, and I'm sitting there, and it's about an hour and a half till my flight leaves. I'm the only one at the gate. There's the lady behind the counter, she's on her computer, and I'm just sitting there. Time goes by. I'm just watching videos, just bullshitting, and it gets to about 10 minutes before my flight's supposed to leave. And I've been really zoned in on YouTube, and I look up, pull my headphones out. There is no one else at this fucking gate. It is me, the lady behind the counter, and that is it. And the flight leaves. The flight was said to leave in 10 minutes. It got actually pushed up a little bit, I think. So I walk up to the lady, the fucking whatever. I can't think of what the hell their job title is.
Flight attendant.
The flight, not flight attendant. And I go,
Flight assistant.
Flight, whatever the fuck they are. I walk up to her and I go, "Hey, bitch, I'm supposed to be going to Omaha. The flight says it leaves here in 10 minutes. Am I at the right place?" And she's like, "All right, let me check you real quick." nice young black lady, and she starts typing on her computer, and the typing gets really kind of hard, and then it gets really angry, and I can see she's getting upset. She's bashing on her computer, smacking the monitor, punching the fucking keyboard. Not even joking. I was backing up as this was happening. Finally, she gets whatever she was trying to get to work, and she kind of freezes, looks at me, points to her right, my left, and says out a gate number, which was across the entire airport, and says, "You have 5 minutes until the plane leaves. You need to run." So I pick up my suitcase. I said, my suitcase. I said, "Thank you very much." And in nice clothing, like dress pants, dress shirt, all tucked in, because I wanted to be presentable for their graduation. Dead sprinted across the entirety of O'Hare. Fuck off, Snow. Barely, I made it to the plane as they were closing the door. I run on, throw my shit in the overhead, sit down next to this really fat, bald guy, and my plane took off for Omaha, Nebraska. And there we go. Now you guys can take the ring.
From my perspective, getting bacon, I was waiting for John on one side of the airport, and they told me that John wouldn't arrive for like another so-and-so minutes. But they said bacon was touching down like right now. So I
got lost.
So I was like, well, fuck. So I just hoisted up my muffin and my fat ass, and I just bolted across this whole ass airport. And I get to the end, and I'm like, he's not even fucking here yet. So I'm just sitting there looking out the window, seeing if I can like see his plane or something. And I look over my shoulder, and I see this tall ass French fry just looking down at me. And I'm like, oh, well, shit. I knew I was the shortest, but I didn't think I'd be the shortest.
Yeah. So I come waddling over. By the way, Omaha's airport compared to O'Hare is fucking massive. Omaha was like the size of a public school or something like that. It's tiny as fuck. There's like 2 main terminals. Yeah, and that's about it.
Basically.
I came from the right terminal. John came from the left.
Yeah.
So I come walking over and I see, fuck, your hair wasn't green at the time. You just recently changed it.
Nope. Yep.
Fuck, I just see this guy with his shaggy ass hair leaning up against the wall, on his phone, holding his muffin, like fucking looking like a snack. And I remember very distinctly, you looked up at me and you saw me and you recognized it was me and you just go, "Fuck, you're tall."
So at that time, we were still waiting on John. It was me and Adrian just casually sitting there. And then I kept looking back at the monitor. I'd stand up, just stretch so I didn't like break my limbs. And I would look over at the monitor and try to find out when it touched down. I found a touchdown. And John texted me, and he's like, dude. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm here. I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I see that. And give it about 5 minutes. And keep in mind, at that point, Bacon has already met She.
Yeah,
John comes out.
Over towards where you guys were.
John comes out, and we see him. And I obviously recognized him. And Adrian and I were like, oh, holy shit. And I don't know John's whole story about how his air flight goes, but I remember one of the things he told me about is he tried playing like the CSGO bomb has been planted off his phone or something like that. He said it in the video or Bacon's video, and I remember it from the car ride back to our town.
And John kept trying to jump out of the car.
Fucking car. Anyway, so it was a wholesome meeting, and as we're leaving the airport, John decides to...
Okay, I remember this best. I need to tell this part right here.
Okay, go ahead.
So this was all before. If you haven't seen my vlog, watch it. It's the only good video on my channel. This was before like the recording started in the car. So I meet up with these guys. It was me and She. We meet up with John, Ryan, and Adrian. Lots of hugs, lots of like really happy moments.
Wholesome.
We're all fucking hyped as shit because this is it. After 2.5 years of wanting to meet each other, we're finally here. We come walking out of the airport right out the front door. Right, and it's like the pickup or drop-off area. The parking garage that Adrian parked his car at was across the street. It's like 2 or 3 lane street. And I remember, to my left, about 20 feet away or so, was an elderly couple and like their son or whoever the fuck. And to the right, a ways down, was a cop. And John comes walking out of the airport with his dumbass aviator sunglasses on, breathes in a nice big breath and screams out, "God damn, I'm fucking horny."
loud as it can be. Keep in mind, loud as it can
loud
be.
as it could fucking be.
And everybody is staring at us. And I went, John, God, and we're dying.
We're
Obviously,
all
we found
pissing.
it
I'm
funny.
trying not to piss myself laughing.
And so we start walking towards the fucking garage, and we're all started dying, and it was all wholesome. So we got into the car, head back to our town. We dropped by Cameron. Bacon, would you like to explain to the audience what you did?
I had been texting Cameron beforehand, like a few days beforehand, and him and I have this bit going, kind of, where we're gay.
I'm gonna tell Elena.
But it's fine. You can tell her. She already knows. We've been we had like a bet going back and forth where he's like, when you get here, first thing I'm gonna do is kiss you on the lips. I'm like, I fucking bet you won't. He's like, I bet I will. And so we come pulling up. We drive, the X amount of time it takes to get from Omaha to the town they live in, which I won't say for the sake of their privacy. Come pulling up to Cameron's house, and he's standing there with his girlfriend, because this was before. Oh fuck, I don't know. They were all dressed up for graduation, because we flew in the day of their graduation.
Me, Chi, and Adrian were not dressed for graduation, and we had 2 hours to get ready.
Yeah, you guys were fucking stupid.
Needless to say, I did not do that. I just put my fucking gown on and called it good. I was hot as fuck as it was.
Yeah,
I just kind of left it.
You gonna interrupt me one more time, huh? You gonna fucking do it?
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah.
So we come pulling up the Fuck off, cunt. I'm trying to tell a story here. We come pulling up to Cameron's house, and he's standing there with his girlfriend, who, keep in mind, this is my first time meeting Cameron. This is my first time meeting his girlfriend. I'm not going to lie. I did not know he had a girlfriend until this very moment in time. And we come pulling up, parked right up, and is right in front of his house. He comes running over. Adrian, I rolled down my window. I was in the back right seat. First thing he does is go, I love you. Right on the fucking lips. Man committed to the bit, and I respect it. I respect every bit of it. I kissed that man directly on the lips.
And me and John were looking at him like, what the fuck?
It was so good. Cam, if you're listening to this, you're a great kisser.
So from there, Bacon and John sat and stayed with Cameron while I went home to change. Adrian dropped me off to change, and then he dropped Chi off to change, and then we all drove to the graduation, had a graduation ceremony, took a bunch of pictures. If you haven't already seen the wholesome photo of all the gang together, it was wholesome, it was great. And then I had to go to graduation parties.
Right, we had the whole,
oh my god, those were such an unorganized mess.
The whole first day consisted of Ryan or Cameron driving myself and John around to different graduation parties, which was a clusterfuck. I met a fuck ton of people over the course of one day. Oh, what the fuck?
John has videos?
John's posting videos of us meeting.
Can I put that on the internet? I'm gonna have to put these on the internet if you
sure.
guys don't mind, because they're wholesome as fuck.
My god, you are tall.
Christ. So that entire first day was just a clusterfuck of graduation parties. Do you guys want to talk about the shit that
I love this dearly?
We didn't put in the vlog, like the kind of not so nice stuff that happened.
Can I tell the story of my graduation party?
Wait, because yours was on the same day of the graduation, wasn't it?
Yeah, his was.
Okay, before that, let me get real quick. So it was me driving John and Bacon around.
Yeah.
I drove him around to Elise's.
Sorry, can I interrupt you for that moment? I'm looking at one of the snaps. Why were you sitting on top of Bacon's lap?
What do you mean? I don't know.
What?
We did a lot of homoerotic shit. All right?
Just
homoerotic.
Don't explain it. Just look at the video I'm about to send. I'm like, yeah, we're in a Ryan. I see Ryan on top of fucking Bacon's lap.
Wait, what?
Look at you.
Bro, we were fucking in that backseat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to Ryan. Back to what you were saying. I have to fart.
And then we went to Cam's grad party. All of us were together, and that's when Colby met you two.
Oh, Colby's a fucking lad.
We love Colby. I miss Colby.
Colby,
I miss him so much.
Please hit me up.
He's literally the lad I miss.
I fucking love you.
But then we all met together, and then Chi had to dip. He's like, oh, I got my grad party. And we were like, oh.
My grad party was going on. I stopped by, and then I left to go to, all of your grad parties. And
mine was until the next day.
While at Cameron's, I was getting text from my sister like, "Yo, it's your grad party. It's the after party now. Where the fuck you at?" And so I was like, "Fuck it, let's go back." I brought the boys back, and oh my god, I was getting so fucking wasted. Like,
And
my sister
also
was
by
just
then-
feeding me drinks left and right, like just pouring them into my stomach like a newborn bird.
And I had my brother's car.
Yeah.
I drove Bacon, Juan, me, Chi, and Cam, and Nolan. All in my car, keep in mind. Chi left his car there when we went back to there, and Cameron wanted to drink. So I was like, Cameron, I'll drive. And your parents were like, oh, whatever. So we drove back to my house, dropped off his car. I picked him up, drove back to my house, or your place for the graduation. And then we were there until, like, what?
It had to have been like 1, 2 in the morning.
1 in the morning. At around that time, a kid falls.
Oh my god, yes, Ryder. He fell and just completely fucked himself up.
Fucked his face.
Like, they took him to the ER, poor kid, but I was, like, way too wasted to even acknowledge it. I was like, bruh, why you gotta go and do that? Okay.
There was also a girl there that wanted my my Gucci, and
You have Gucci?
that was not gonna happen.
So,
Gucci
there was
watch?
this girl who was there who I'd been curving for, like, at least a year. I used to work with her. And Ryan's car was full, and I really needed a ride back. So, she volunteered.
took
I
us.
didn't know that she volunteered. I thought I went home with Ryan.
I
She
remember
told
that.
me the next
I kinda
day.
forgot.
Basically, from her perspective, what happened was that I was so fucked. I was arguing with my stepfather about what to do, and he's just like, bro, I kind of want you to just go home. And I'm like, I'll be fine. I'm going to go to Ryan's. I used to live there. I'll be fine. And he's like, okay, well, you're going to have a ride? I'm like, obviously, I'm not going to drive.
And they knew I wasn't drinking.
Yeah, and
I don't do that anymore.
that girl was
You
just
do
like,
that.
I'll take him because his car was full. And I was just like, hell yeah, carpool. So she drives me, and we all start heading back. And my impulse, my gentleman quote-unquote impulse was to pay for her gas. I was like, how much have you been driving around today? And she's like, oh, a bit, couple grad parties, driving some people around. And I'm like, pull over, I'm paying for your gas. She's like, fucking no, I'm not letting you do that. And I'm like, pull the fuck over. And she's like, no. And I'm like, pull over right now, or I'm gonna unlock this door and jump out. And she's like, I swear to God. And I just unlocked the door and opened it. And she's like, fuck, okay, I'm pulling over. Pulled over to a gas station, and I just fucking handed her my fucking debit card and just filled her gas to the brim and gave it back to me. And I'm just like, there, all better now. She takes me back to Ryan's, and I'm like
my
blacked
basement
out.
was a party zone.
I'm like
Yeah, it was
blacked
like 20
out and
people
just
in
like
front or
sprawled
something.
across his bed, and my head is just like smushed into her side. I put my hand on her shoulder. I'm just like, who is this? And she tells me her name. It sounded like my girlfriend's name, so I was like, how did you get here? And she's like, no, and says it louder, and I just recoiled like 2 miles in the other direction, like, oh, get the fuck off me.
Can I talk about the pen?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait. That's the next day. Wait. That's the next day.
Oh yeah,
I
we'll
don't
talk.
remember
We'll
shit
we'll
from the
tell
first
all
one, I'm not
those
gonna
stories
lie.
in the next one.
The next one.
Well, no. I'm saying like we got a little bit more time. We got a bit.
we
of
can-
time.
We've already hit the hour 20-minute mark.
It's fine. It's fine.
Holy shit!
It's only 2 a.m. Let's get to an hour.
No,
30.
we hit
Let's
the
go.
hour 20-minute mark. We gotta.
Oh,
Let's wrap
Can
this
I
up.
just- can I
Okay,
just
so let's
say
wrap-
the
I'm
one
gonna-
story
I'm gonna
real
A thing I
quick?
want to say real quick. We've been really on track. Like, we did really good for this first one.
Yeah,
I
can
really
get a
think
round
we
of
can
applause for all
stream
of us?
this.
We are all really good. We are all.
If I
no,
get-
fuck that. Fuck streaming this. I'm
Hold
gonna
up,
say the
no,
N-word if we
if-
stream it.
Hold up. Now, if I were to get a loop, like an animated loop to play, I'm 100% sure we could just stream this. And I think it would be really fun. We wouldn't interact with chat, and I wouldn't have my alerts blaring, but they would show. I
All
really
right.
think it would be fun to stream it.
All right. Well,
Can I just say the one story about the pen because it was fucking phenomenal.
we'll end it on that. Go ahead.
So
And then
it was about
I'll
the
say my
second
ending
night,
remark,
I
and then
think.
you guys can say your ending remarks.
I have your consent to bring this up.
Yeah,
right?
you have my full consent because
So my boy over here's got a dab pen, and it's pretty fucking lit.
yeah.
And he brought it. We were all chilling in Ryan's basement. This was the second day. It was like the second night. I don't remember what fucking time. I had no concept of time this entire trip because for about 70% of it, I was high. We're sitting there, and he brings it out for the first time, and he hands it to John. And he goes, John, this is what you do. You push this button here, you breathe in, you let go, you breathe in a little bit more, and then you exhale. John hits it, takes a fat rip, blows out a cloud, and is like, I don't feel anything. And she's like, don't worry, it'll come in some time. And I take it from John, and I take a rip. So normally with like vaping or stuff like that, because I've done that before because I'm a faggot, as you're inhaling, you can kind of feel it building up. And the more and more you inhale. With this pen, I didn't feel shit. I was sitting there sucking on it. I was holding down the button. I was sucking on it. A few seconds go by. A few more seconds go by. A few more seconds go by. Nothing. I'm still inhaling it. I think, you turned around, saw that I was still doing it, and just went, stop. Fucking let go. I blew out a fucking cloud. A big-ass cloud. And dead sprinted to Ryan's toilet in the basement and was coughing so violently I thought I was going to fucking throw up into his toilet.
Oh my god, I
For
remember
about 5
that.
minutes, just coughing hysterically. Like, I thought I was dying.
Dude,
It was
I
that
was
bad.
on the ground pissing
5
my
minutes
pants
later,
in laughter.
I was retarded. This was my first time ever getting high, and instead of, like a normal person smoking pot, I was hitting a concentrated dab pen. And John and I was retarded that entire night. John and I
You
kept
were
going back and
fine.
forth.
John was over
John
here
hits it 20 times.
20 times.
Going back and forth.
And by
John
the
and I are
20th
facing
time,
each
he's
other.
like jumping up and down in his chair like,
Actually, no.
I feel
It
it.
was actually no. It was actually 16 times.
16 times. Still, a fucking
Okay.
retarded amount of times. Him and I were going back and forth. He'd take a hit, stare me in the eye. Then he would pass it to me. I would take a hit, stare him in the eye. Just going back and forth for like 10 minutes nonstop. It was so fucking good.
But that was the other day. That was another day of the day. That's when we went and did volleyball and a bunch of other shit.
That was
Oh my
fun.
God.
Which
Fucking nips, man.
When
we can get
when John
into
first started
another
feeling it,
time.
I loved that so much because he was like he was so excited about it, like I feel it. And,
We'll talk a lot more
and
about
then
the
I gave him a
Nebraska trip.
burrito, and he's like, "Bro, this is so good."
We'll talk a lot more about the Nebraska trip next
Bro, that
time
shit
on the
smacked,
next
man.
podcast because there was a lot of shit that happened.
John, I'm so glad
Yeah,
you
we can
liked
We can do
it.
this in the next podcast or whatever we decide to do next. But we will someday in one of the podcast recordings record this another time. But as Cheese said, we have hit a mark and we definitely need
It's been an
to
hour
move.
and 20 minutes. It's
We need-
2:13
we-
a.m. I have class at like 11. Can I fucking
I have
go to
class
bed
at
yet?
9 o'clock and
You
we
guys
all
are
need to
retarded.
sign off. But
Yeah.
Thank
if
you
guys want me
all
to-
very much for listening into our bullshit. We all greatly appreciate it. If you
hope
made
you
it
guys
this
enjoy
far, God bless. You're a fucking trooper.
As a final note,
Mhm.
I love you all. I can't wait to see you again. John, I'm glad that burrito smacked. Bacon, I'm glad you
And-
had a lit ass time. It will always be the
Wait.
same out here.
Thanks for
Yeah.
trashing my house, you sick
Wait.
fucks.
Before,
Thank you all for listening.
Ryan, excuse me. Who cleaned up your room? Who cleaned up your room? That's
helped clean up your room?
nope. You're getting this treatment. Nope. Everyone, look at general chat.
Oh gosh, what is
Alright.
it? Please don't send
But-
a picture of his ball sack. Oh god damn it.
Hold on.
All right.
Wait. Hold on. I kind of want to get snagged. I'm sorry. I really want to get snagged.
Oh
my
my fucking
God.
God.
You know what?
Never,
You know what?
never
Go
mind.
get him.
No,
Go,
never
go,
mind.
go
No,
get him.
go,
get him. No,
go.
go
This
get him.
is your
Go get
one
him.
chance.
Go
You
now.
have one chance.
Go. Go get some fucking snacks. You have
Fucking
been stalling us this entire time.
I'm sorry, but I also gotta pee.
Go
Go,
right
just
now.
go do
This
it.
is
Go
your
do it. Go
one
do it.
chance.
Okay, I'm
This is
going.
our okay, this is like our break. Pretty much, this is our little bit of a chance to
God.
look at our
Wait,
phones.
hold on. Is he gone? Is he gone?
Yeah,
What
he's
if we
gone.
start it while he's gone?